Welcome to the bonus video for the Faerie Realm and the Ice Caverns. I showed off nearly everything you can do in the Faerie Realm in the actual video, but there were a couple of things still left. Conversations in the Faerie Realm can happen a bit differently depending on who's in your party. For instance, here's Drake all by himself meeting Murph.
They said that I should give you this.
Not quite the same as when Karzak's with you. Similarly, your first encounter with Sweetie, the fairy who's missing her daisy chain, is a little different.
Do you like my dress?
You look very nice.
You'll just turn a girl's head.
There's of course also a lot of dialogue for characters who are waiting for you to bring them an item when you don't have it with you just yet.
Oh, no daisy chain. I thought you liked me.
We're trying. Really, we are.
You're so cute.
Even though you can bring Farley and Dahmer along into the Faerie Realm, they barely have any lines. And they don't really mind being here, unlike Karzak. Their only lines are these when you talk to Sweetie the Fairy for the first time.
Do you like my dress?
Yes, very nice. Yes, very. I think I'm going to be sick.
Alright, Snort's Brew. The ingredients for Snort's Brew, like the sticky moss, actually respawn if you wait long enough. Technically, this allows you to get several helpings of Snort's Brew.
Hand it over and stand back!
And he gets more incoherent every time you get one.
That's 3 for you, and I'm on the floor. Oh. Okay, that's 4 for you, and who the hell are you anyway?
And at some point, Snort just can't make another bottle of brew.
Okay, that's 17, 8, that's 5 for you. You, and, oh, what'd you get me on you? Oh, sorry. Hey, now I know what happened to Murph. Okay, time out. I quit. Cause you see, I'm in no brew condition anymore, buddy. Oh.
In the video, I already had Snort's Brew with me when I met Chuckle, who I was supposed to deliver it to. Here's how he responds when you don't initially have it with you, but bring it to him later.
Friend, pal, buddy, you brought me the brew!
Yeah, that's unmistakably Rob Paulson. I mentioned in the video that eating rowan berries and, of course, drinking Snort's Brew will gradually make Drake drunk. This has a couple of different effects, some of which are a little hard to show off in video. Depending on how drunk you are, Drake will sometimes hiccup, he'll randomly step forward or backward, turn around when you're not pressing any keys, and if it gets really bad, he occasionally blacks out. Please kids, don't drink an adventure. The fairy who thanks you for saving the dragon has 2 other possible lines. One for when you've met the dragon but haven't freed her yet.
Oh, is that poor baby dragon still trapped? You're so big and strong. Can't you do anything? Please?
And one in case you haven't met the dragon at all yet.
Oh, you came through the door. Did you see my friend the dragon? I'm worried about her.
even see a dragon.
How could you miss a dragon? It's important to see her.
From the feeding grounds on, the game really allows you to play the levels in various different orders. And because of that, if you want, you can bring all of the dwarves with you into the Faerie Realm. Of course, that doesn't leave any room in your party for Sparkle to join. So here's what happens.
I'm afraid there are too many of us as there is, Sparkle. Besides, I would not wish to see you come to harm.
Well, I didn't want to play with you anyway.
Of course, when you come back later and you do have an open space in your party, she still joins you. Oh, and while it's not that spectacular, I promised I'd do this in the bonus video.
Go ahead, baby.
You're not very nice. Oh, play up or get out!
None of the fairies particularly resent you for attacking them, by the way. It's not like they're dwarves or anything.
You still a poo head? Or can we have fun now?
That's all for the Faerie Realm. Now let's hit the Ice Caverns. First of all, let's make the understandable mistake of accidentally attacking the first ice sharga we come across. Luckily, Kandak is quite forgiving.
Nasty you are. Attacked Kandak's guards you did, for no reason. Did that one attack you? No. Little you know, but Kandak will tell you. Yes, you learn. Kandak's people not like Shargas. Kandak's warriors will tell you what they can. Go now.
But let's pretend we haven't gotten the point just yet. The ice shargas aren't terribly intimidating. They drop little ice sharga swords, which look like plain swords at first, but when you put it in your hand, it's practically the same weapon as the regular sharga sword. And this is of course the reaction most people will have when Wreck rushes them. The skeleton here responded to Iani's pendant, but if Drake isn't wearing it, it gets hostile. This is a rather unlikely encounter. If you keep your distance when defrosting him, it's possible to attack Enigma. But he doesn't stand for it very long. And once he's gone, I don't think he ever returns. The conversation you have with Enigma when you free him consists of two parts, each of which can be different depending on a certain factor. The first part depends on whether or not you are wearing Iani's pendant, and the second part depends on whether or not Karzak is in your party. In this case I left the pendant and Karzak behind, so the conversation is entirely different, and pretty interesting.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Call me Enigma. Last of my kind. Nameless by shame.
You're an elf?
I'm an elven lord. I seek battle against forces of the dark. If you fight them, I would like to travel with you.
Aye, we could use your aid.
Aretha Sarealia Gaia Natre. This road travels forever.
What does that mean?
We have a long way to go.
Oh, well, yes. And not much time to get there.
Time is not as important as the road itself.
Yeah, but we're immortal. These humans are so short-lived. And I'm getting bored. Let's go!
If you're not wearing Aene's pendant, but Enigma is in your party, the skeleton doesn't attack you either.
After so long, you return.
A weapon you have found? No? Go then! Return with a weapon for Kandok's secret!
Keep your ice pants on, Kandok. One last thing to show off. If you try to enter the Faerie Realm with Enigma in your party, you will refuse and temporarily leave. As soon as you exit the Faerie Realm, he joins your party again. That is, if you've patched your game to the latest version. The unpatched version had a very nasty bug in it. If you tried to enter the Faerie Realm with Enigma in your party, he would leave, and only join your party if you traveled all the way back to the first level of the Feeding Grounds, but you would also permanently be blocked from stepping onto the tile that teleports you into the Faerie Realm. So that could effectively ruin your game. Also in both versions, if you had not yet opened the way to the Faerie Realm using the Primrose, Enigma would open it for you.
I cannot enter this realm. My vow of vengeance will not let me.
Surely you can for just a little while.
My vows mean much, and if I disobey their wishes, I will perish.
Alright, that's everything for the Faerie Realm and the Ice Caverns. See you in the next level, which is not gonna be one of Stonekeep's best, I'm afraid. Bye!